Hello everybody, this is Mon. We're going to be on a 12-day journey. We're going to Colombia, South America. We're here at the bus stop on our way to the airport. Morning.
Morning.
It's now 3:45. We're at SeaTac Airport. Well, it's now 1:45, local time in Atlanta. We just landed. Now we're gonna go look for some food and wait for our flight at 6 o'clock to Bogota. Here we are boarding our flight to Bogota. Hey, it's almost 11 o'clock local time at night. Welcome to Bogota.
That's good because many people. Okay. Okay.
Hey, good morning guys. This is Mon. Today is the 2nd of February. We arrived late last night. By the time we got out of the airport, it was well after midnight, so we were a little bit tired. Got to my wife's friend's house and her husband, and we showered and went directly to bed. So this morning, I got up and made some coffee on an espresso machine. But there's a helper here that was making coffee for me, Colombian style. So I'm having 2 cups of coffee. One is the Nespresso kind, and the other one is the traditional kind here. So first I'm going to have Nespresso, like what I had before. It's good. Very smooth tasting. Today we are going to go out to breakfast and then get a tour around the area. So that will make up our day, first day in Bogota and second day of our trip. So please come along and enjoy today's vlog.
That's our last. To a place by the sea. There is a place with
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
So this is envuelto. It's called envuelto. Yeah. And this is it tamale?
Tamal.
Tamale. And what do you call this one?
Calentao.
Calitao?
Is here in Colombia. Here in Colombia, the families, of course, is not the case because it's a restaurant. But in the families, in the country, you have a lot of beans. They eat a lot of beans and potato and rice and meat. And in the breakfast, they mixed everything.
Okay.
And it's like reward. Calentao is like you. This is hot when you eat, but after it's cold. But in the next day, you reheat.
Reheat it. Oh,
okay, yeah.
So the word is exactly reheated.
Okay.
Calentao.
This is patacon.
And this is buñuelo.
Buñuelo. Hey, I just got a SIM card for Colombia. I just stopped by Claro cell phone store and got a SIM card and a 2 gig service for 53,000 pesos. So just before noon, we are stopping by Park 93. There's a book fair going on. Beatrice, my wife's friend, she's a writer and published children's book. It's 56 degrees right now. It was a bit sunny and now the cloud kind of moved in. But it's very pleasant in Bogota.
Everything tends to be not as big. So we have in the rural area surrounding Bogota, rose greenhouses. The best antiques of Bogota are there. Bogota, that is the northeast. So, okay, well, so far no rain here. Montserrate is the next hill after this
Next
one.
hill, okay.
It's like a military base on top, right? Not a view. Here you have a glimpse of the west of the city with this little here, right?
Okay.
So when the Spanish arrived, they took away all that gold, no? Those figurines. And they put a huge wooden cross on top of it. It's a traditional So this, I don't know if the cable car, last week it was on refurbishing maintenance, right? So the only available was the cable car. So the tickets are included. You want to keep it as a souvenir? Ella sí lo quiere guardar.
Gracias.
So this one is the third generation of funiculars, as you can see, 2003. Second generation, 1964, and the first one of 1928. The funicular and also the cable car was designed by Swiss engineers. Let's go to the last one. The first funicular of 1928.
Cuyos orígenes se remontan en 1640, cuando se autorizó la construcción de una capilla
The last 300 meters, we have a tunnel.
la ciudad, que en cada momento del día ofrece colores y sensaciones distintas.
They established first a sanctuary dedicated to this Madonna, like a Virgin Mary, in the year 1640. 8 years later, it's when Bogotan artists
152 meters high, approximately 10,340 feet. It harbors at its top the sanctuary of the Lord of Montserrate, whose origins date back to 1640, which depicts the Passion of Christ with beautiful bronze sculptures brought from Florence, Italy in the 20th century, and cherish the gorgeous vegetation which rounds the mountain while you head to the sanctuary. At Montserrate, they enjoy one of the best panoramic views of the city, which offers many different colors and sensations throughout the day. Sunrises, beautiful sunsets, and the endless city lights of Colombia's capital at night.
In Celsius here is like 12.
I don't know how to feel Celsius.
400. Gracias.
¿Sí, John?
So the best view, as I told you, is in the balcony of the church. We have to walk to get there. It's a native flower called tihiti. The Muiscas use it as medicine.
We have this in Thailand, I think.
You also have it?
White color.
We also call it tihiti and borrachero. It's traditionally known, like drunk flower.
Drunk flowers.
This is a small version of the Black Madonna. You will see the original one in the church. This is where we are. So I told you that here we're going to go.
Okay.
So we have two paths. This one that is a little bit longer, but it's milder, is the way of the cross. Or this one that is shorter but more steep. Which one do you choose?
Mild.
Mild, okay.
Okay.
It's the way of the cross, right? We have 14 stations that depict the suffering of Jesus. So here we have, look, an offering of wax. Like a little wax baby. Do you see?
Oh, I see.
This is when Jesus is condemned to death by the official of the Roman Empire, Pontius Pilatus. A long time, I don't know if anyone in Thailand does do the same, but if you say long time under it, you start feeling dizzy. Yes?
You know, we've never stayed a long time. We just took pictures and left.
Bamboo, this one, it's called chuske.
Okay.
It's bamboo of high altitude. We also have the guava, that is the thick bamboo, right? Of the low altitude. Yellow flowers. These are the medium and high altitudes of Colombia.
Bloom in the summertime?
In the dry season?
Dry season?
We also have some descriptions of birds. So, curuba. The curuba is a vine, a passiflora. You can see the flower. The flower later will turn into the fruit. So we use the curuba fruit to make juices with milk, right?
Green or when they're ripe? When they're ripe.
So when they're ripe, yellow. Look at the yellow ones, right? And you cut it half open and it has like these seeds really similar to passion fruit but orange. This is like the strongest one with more scopolamine in the flower. So we have some...
You shouldn't put the ladybug there. It's nice that it's white.
Square, that is the main square. So,
Okay.
we're having lunch there.
Bolivar.
Bolivar Square.
Statue up there.
Okay, that statue, it actually looks like the Cristo Redentor of Rio, but it's a Virgin Mary. It's the Immaculate Conception Virgin Mary of Gustavo Arcila Uribe, year 1946. And that is the Guadalupe Hill over there. We have a sanctuary dedicated to the Lady of Guadalupe. She's the Lady of the Americas.
We're stopping by here to get some coca tea to help with high altitude sickness.
Dos tés de coca, sí, dos tés de coca y una oblea. I'm just having that, like, instead of the coca tea for me, something sweet.
Okay.
The oblea.
Orange juice?
No, oblea, right? So you see like what is next to the naranja thing that looks like waffles, right?
Oh, okay.
But they are crunchy. Sí, no importa, no importa. Está perfecto. Gracias. So it's like a crunchy wafer, and you put like dulce de leche on top, and then another wafer. Right? It's called oblea. So here, natural coca leaves. Do you want some
Yeah,
napkins?
yes.
Okay.
Maybe it's extra cup.
¿Tienes algo? Disculpa, buenas. ¿Tienes algo para agarrar las tacitas? No. Sí, esa de ella.
Having coca tea.
Coca tea.
Cheers.
Forest is common to find it over the tree trunks, right?
Y hacia allá sigue también y nosotros no
You
tenemos
can-
visibilidad. No tenemos visibilidad sitios hacia
You have the roadways of the airport at the other side. The lake that you see, like in the middle of the city, over there, is the largest public park of Bogota. Very spread out city, Bogota. If you go to the southern tip of Bogota and cross until the northern side, it's about 28 miles. So this is what we call Hispano-American Baroque, right? Very Baroque. Montserrate for the favor son. So let's take a look at the most recent one of January 2018. Thanksgiving action for the favors done to the Lord of Montserrate, offered by Giovanni Ruiz, right? Also this one here of 2002, the golden one. Lord of Montserrate, I thank you for giving me the U.S. residence. I thank you, Lord, for taking care of my family and giving me health and strength. Lord of Montserrate, you can see his face here. So it's all wood. Okay. And well, I suggest, because I'm thinking of the different places, that resembles a corn cup, right? It's called mazorca de agua, which means water corn.
Của
ไม่ต้องหรอกมั้ง
เขาหยิบตั๋ว
We need the ticket again.
อ๋อตั๋วใหม่
Oh, a different one.
Thank you. Gracias.
Pardon me?
Do you have any high mountains like this in Thailand?
Not as high. Yeah, we have mountains, but I don't think
It's about 16,000 feet.
Wow,
over
16.
sea level. Different options. I guess, I know in the US the most important meal is dinner, right? Dinner is the most important meal in the US. Is lunch?
for us, food anytime.
Anytime. Food anytime. Because here in Colombia, lunch is very big,
lunch
right?
is big.
So the lunch.
เป็นอย่างนี้ด้วย
So La maleta, sí.
Sí.
So the back, right, is going to check it. Yes.
Si desean tomar fotos sin flash.
So you're going to take photographs. It has to be without flash. Se puede filmar video.
La puerta a la derecha. Video también, pero sin flash.
Okay, listo. You can film video normal. So welcome to the Quinta de Bolivar recreation house, like a retirement house, right? Or a country house. So the Mejoras and Ornato Society is like a society of wealthy Bogotan ladies that want to preserve our heritage and history. One is when Ignacio Paris decides to give the house to Simón Bolívar as a present. French people that collaborated with the French Revolution, right? So there are several versions of him. Still historians argue what is his official face. But what we know is that he was about 5'4". Manuela Sáenz was Simón Bolívar's lover, and she was born in Quito, Ecuador in 1796. Right, of Bolivar with America, and America represented dining room, right? It's his main friend, his close friend, Santander, that decides to build this new space. Bolivar, like kind of crouching, right, while trying to sleep. It was popular in those days to have beds like this. Garden, right? And this is something that the Society of Ladies, like this association, did, trying to flag, right? You can see the relation between Jose Palacios' servant, the dining room, right? So something that is interesting and is a tradition that persists is the chilies, because that's how we can hang them, the red ones. So that it could be hot enough the rest of the day.
Right.
So this special district was created in order to preserve the colonial architecture, because you can notice like other types of architecture that are not colonial. But thanks to this policy that was established in 1963, the area is mostly colonial. All of that is his side.
So what is this?
Arepa, corn arepa.
Ah.
One of the many versions we have. Right. Your mondongo soup with your avocado. Yes? Ajiaco, my favorite. An avocado, you can eat it just plain or put it in the soup.
Okay.
Is it good, or do you want anything else?
No.
Very interesting picture on how Bolivar Square was in the 1930s and 40s with the tramway. We'll see a very different Bolivar Square from this. You wanted to see the full avocados?
Yes. Oh, wow.
So welcome to Bolivar Square. This is the heart of Colombia. Okay, so the street will be really crowded, right? So be careful. So just yes, be careful with your phones, your camera. Come to the tunnel. Guys, the trends in the street art of Colombia, right? We can see that it honors the native and archaeological park San Agustin. Well, typically the chicha, right, was used in a special ceremony. So the muiscas had this ceremony in which they got all drunk on chicha, but the man of the strongest spirits was the man that could stand in both of his feet after drinking all that chicha.
Okay.
Right? Okay, I guess you saw this flag in Cusco or in Peru. It's the Huayra flag. It was crafted by the indigenous movement of Bolivia, and it represents the rainbow Pachamama, Mother Earth, and also the ethnic diversity within the natives of the Americas. It's a dummy made of glass fiber and resin by Bogotan artist Jorge Olave. Jorge Olave in 1996 won the Contest of Artists project of La Candelaria, right? So we have 33 of these glass fiber dummies in La Candelaria neighborhood, and it represents the cultural diversity of the area, right? Another dummy. Okay. Carlos Trilleras is a renowned Bogota muralist that has like his style in the flea market, where he sells his t-shirts with prints like this that features different native communities, right? So here we have the Cuna tribe. The Cuna is a tribe that live between Panama and Colombia, and are famous for a type of stitch work called mola, artist workshop called Alvarez workshop, that features a blend of cultures, the chicha and the corn of the natives, muisca pottery, and then after the vegan it's a new age trend, beach, right? Take a look at this mural by a muralist called Huache. Huache means after native communities of Colombia, right? It's a restaurant that we recommend. Down there. So, Huache in Muisca language means warrior, right? But the Spanish changed the meaning of the word into man without manner. This guy wants to revive like the native cultures of Colombia. So it's the fur that protects the different leaves. So it's like a little fur. So the inscription that... Did you know that that fountain was not functioning since 1988? Just about 1 year ago, they re-inaugurated the fountain. the chicha here, right? That's the chicha. Sacred drink for the natives, especially for the muisca, and you can find it all over the Americas. The masato is a mildly fermented drink, just very quickly fermented, and it's typical to drink masato with different pastries like pan de bono or, for example, an almojábana, different types of pastries. We have just final three on front. See you.